Good afternoon, Lisa.
Good afternoon.
Adekunle Adebayo, good afternoon.
Yeah, thank you. Good afternoon.
I welcome you to Jim Dabusa show. Once again, you are welcome.
Thank you.
Without wasting our time today, I will make a discussion or case study for today based on spirit of hatred. Spirit of hatred. We've discussed about corruption, integrity, and blogging and blogger in our society, in our community. And I see it as a point of, let's say, duty or responsibility for every one of us to talk about this spirit of hatred in our society, in our community. And then what the main causes of this promoting negative or emotional hatred towards individuals, by giving false allegations, manipulating, and some other things, abusive words, that hatred that is constantly going on in our community. Once again, you are welcome. My first question will start on the individual experience. Lisa, how does the feeling of hatred impact in your thoughts, actions, and relationships?
Thank you very much for that question. This thing, it's hatred is a feeling, and the thing is, you as an individual, you don't have control over what other people are feeling or what they are doing or their habits or their behavior. So me personally, it's your problem. It's not my problem. That's just me. I don't really, it's not, I mean, most people will not come to you face to face to say, oh, I hate you. It's probably what they say behind you. And somebody who talks behind you that cannot come straight to your face to say whatever they are saying in front of you, know that person is a coward. And you are more or less their superior. Hence the reason why they can do whatever they are doing in the back. And that's one of the reasons why I don't allow this kind of a thing to bother me. Even if you come to me and say it to my face, I will just tell you, keep on hating God. It's not me you are hating. I'm made in the image of God. And the thing is, by the time yours will come, people will not just even hate you. They will spit at you. They will burn you alive. That's just it. Me personally, it doesn't bother me. Thank God I don't have anybody who've come to me before to say I hate you. I've not had anybody say somebody said to me, I hate that person or da. Maybe that's why I don't know how it feels. Anyway, so yeah.
So what you've never experienced it? That's number one.
No.
Number two, if anyone go on the all these social media platform and then try to blackmail you, attacking you, giving you all sort of names, you will not do anything. You will not act.
Like I said, it has not happened to me before, so I can't comment on what I don't know. I've not experienced it. Maybe if I've experienced it before, I might have something to say about this is how it feels or that is how it feels. But I've not experienced it before. So I can't actually say, oh, this is how it will impact me. And like I said before, I've not had anybody come to my face to say A, B, C, D before in front of me. They might say it to people and somebody will come to you and say, oh, did you hear what so is saying? And my response is usually my response is, if they are bold enough, let them come and say it to my face. And that's it.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Adekunle, did you have anything to add to what Lisa have just said?
Yeah, thank you very much. From the perspective Lisa is coming, yeah, hate, as she put it, as a feeling, yes. And the fact that she has not experienced, I think she has one of the best strategies to hatred in our society. because she has not experienced it before, because she doesn't even have body for it. She doesn't even look for it. And from the perspective where Lisa is coming, she just have what we can call a dose for everybody to emulate, in terms of when you get something as a rumor, you just have to get to the root of it or confront the person for you to know whoever is spreading this should face you face to face. Sometimes this could help in curbing hatred in our society. That's what I think. It's one of the ways we should tool to get this, get it at least remedied, if not stopped.
Much Adekunle. Let me throw this question to you, Adekunle. The development of hatred in people's life.
A lot. You see, hate speech, hatred is a vice, and it gives people. It doesn't come just like that. It's from some false impression that narratives that you have experienced over the years or along your growing up. When you look at a certain age, let's say from the age of 1 to 20, everybody is just doing his things, Everybody is doing his things based on the fact that, I myself, I'm simple. I have this, it's not yours. You can't want to take what is mine, things like that. So we all grew up as kids, we play ball, we do all those things. Everybody's mind is free. But by the time somebody now calls somebody and now say that guy you are playing with, you have to be careful. The relationship, what your father had experienced when he was living somewhere, you begin to now carve some doubt, now begin to give false narratives, wrong perception, and at the same time. So this is a feeling, like Lisa just said before, the hatred feeling now begins to come. It's something that doesn't really there, but the blood started to fistule in your veins and just tinkly hit you in the brain, and you begin to now suspect. You begin suspicious. You behaving like somebody that say you have a chip on your shoulder. Whenever somebody says something, you want to take offense because of what you have had or what you have, somebody has told you about something. Meanwhile, the person has come free. The person may no harm, So things like this in our society has to really be curtailed, and because it gives wrong narratives and it gives an impression of the wrongest way to bring up or to train the younger generation, because the hatred thing don't just come. It comes and it manifests into something big, and people just carry it to their graves. It's a terrible thing, and it has to stop. So thank you. Let me hold on here.
Thank you very much. Lisa, did you have anything to add with what Adekunle had just said?
No, I quite agree with everything, really. And the other thing again is, when we are looking at when people say nobody was born to hate anybody, let's just get that straight. It is when you start, all of these things are learned behavior. What you hear, what you see, or things like that. And then majority of the time, it starts with the parents before we even go to the society. Charity, they say, begins at home. When your parents start to tell you that person, don't talk to them, they are this, they are that, it starts to sink in. The other thing again is when you believe you are not good enough. So when somebody have that low self-esteem, that inferiority complex. They start to wish that they have what the other person has got. Start with envy, with jealousy, and that is what it will end with. Hatred is what it will end with. Let me give you an example. A few weeks ago, I mean, we all heard about Priscilla Ujo's wedding and all of that. The girl has not even spent 1 month in a matrimonial home. Somebody is already posting. She gives them 5 years. After 1 year, this is what will happen. 2 years, this is what will happen. 3 years, this is what will happen. By 5 years, they will scatter. Did anybody say you should not do a wedding that elaborate for your own children? Or what exactly? Why will you be wishing that on the girl? You might not like the mom, but did the girl do anything to you? Why will you be wishing another human being that the marriage they have not started? They only did the wedding. They haven't even started the marriage. And you're already saying it's going to fail. You give them 5 years, all of them will scatter. That is even if she managed to have a child. Why would you say that? And the only reason why anybody would do that is because you see all the things that was done at the wedding, and you start to feel envy and jealousy, and you feel the only thing you can do to hurt that person that have done nothing to you is to say all these hateful things. But the thing is, what people don't like, we were saying the other day, what people don't understand is people don't forget. That is one thing. Let me give you another example. A guy posted something online. He went for a job interview in one of the banks in Nigeria. So at the interview, they were now asking him, why did you apply for this job? And then they started talking about very nice things about the bank, about what is hard about the bank, all the nice things he could think of. And then the HR lady like smiled, and then he was thinking in his head, I got this job. Like I gave them what they want. So the HR lady just gave him a Twitter post he did 2 years prior, saying all sorts of hateful things about the bank, about the managers, about the people who work there, even encouraging people to go and bomb the place. He forgot. 2 years later, now he wants a job in the same place. And they told him, they say, oh, we didn't forget. You might have forgotten. We didn't forget. He said they did not even tell him he didn't get the job. He just packed his stuff and left the interview.
That's a good example.
Yeah.
Very, very. Can you imagine? So we have to be careful.
Yeah.
Exactly. It might not even be you that will reap the repercussion. It could be your children. It could be the children's children that will reap, that have, I mean, they said it that some people, it goes to the, even to the 14th generation, things they have no clue happened. Now they will be reaping the bad luck and all of it, And that is what these people, when you say, how can you say you hate another human being? How can you be saying all these hateful things to another person, and you believe you can go in your house and sleep peacefully? No, that will never happen. I think if these people all have this foresight and understand all of these things, they will not be spewing all these hateful things, either to the person's face on social media. But the majority of them are keyboard assassins. The things that they cannot even say to your face, they hide behind the keyboard and they will be doing all this nonsense. And if you look at these people that do majority of these hateful things, I'm telling you, go and watch them. It all starts with envy and jealousy because they feel inferior to that person. So they feel like the only way they can hurt that person is through their hateful words.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you very much for. I really appreciate that good example that you cited. You cited 2 examples. Let me add to what you just said and give one example before I cited another example. Let us look at David Adeleke, aka Davido. If you look at the hatred towards this young man, I think it's very, 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 very uncalled for. It's unnecessary. Maybe because the young man was born to a rich family. And the hatred towards him in Nigeria today, if I tell you, David Adeleke, almost, let me say, 80% of Nigerians hate this young man. The hatred towards him is very, very bad. It's malicious. It's so crazy that everybody will just jump and attacking this young man. Anything Davido does or did, people will attack him without no reason. Attacking his family, attacking him himself, his music barrier. Some will say Davido doesn't have this, he doesn't have that and that. To me, our society or our community need to be what? Be set, their mindset. Because I believe the mindset of 80% of Nigerians is already dead. Because when someone just wake up one day, jump on the internet, attacking Davido, it's very bad. And all those things has that implication. You started this Iyabo Ojo's daughter. All this thing, why? As you said, it's due to the jealousy. Envy. So all this thing, by biting in our society, is not to stop. It's going wider and wider. To me, hatred, just like a corruption, we can't eradicate hatred, but we can reduce it with what? With love.
Yeah.
So thank you very much, Lisa and Adekunle Adebayo. Lisa,
Thank you, too.
Let me go back to you again.
Okay.
Do you think that those victims of hatred can manage or overcome feelings of hatred?
Who? Is it the person that is hating people or the person they are hating?
Yeah. Do you think that those victims of hatred
victims, okay,
can manage or overcome feelings of hatred?
Like I said at the beginning, you don't have control over what people say, over what the other people's behavior, other people's feelings. You don't have control over it. By the time you allow their own, it is not your responsibility what they say or what they didn't say. Your responsibility is to ensure that you keep a good mental health. That is it. So let the people talking, let them keep on talking, and you just keep quiet and let God keep prospering you. But what you will not do is to repay them without evil, because we know the more they do bad to you and you don't retaliate, God will fight for you. That's just it, really. Like with the Iyabo Ojo's one, I saw a post that she did after that person did that. She puts there to say, oh, because she's a divorcee, they are already wishing her daughter who just started marriage that. She said said the mistakes that she made, her daughter will not make it, because her daughter have people around her that will guide her. And you that is wishing this for her own child, she's not even going to say anything. She leaves you to God. Carry on doing whatever you are doing. Hey, there is nothing stronger than that. I'm telling you, leaving somebody to God to deal with them. That is it. So, but when you see stuff like that, somebody do that kind of a thing to you and you make a reaction, these people are looking for attention, nothing else. And they believe the only way they can get attention is if they do all these things. If you feed into it, you give them more attention. If you ignore them completely, they will go back into the background like the wind that they have. When the wind passes, who sees it? Nobody sees the wind. You just feel it. And then within a second, you forget. So you just deal with them with the same way. But if you decide to now start saying, I'm going to fight, they are making me to be this, to be that, you are not a victim until you claim to be one. You're a victor. Yes, they say whatever they are saying, but you don't rise to it. That is what I will say. You don't rise to it. Like I said before, I hear somebody say something about me. I tell the person, tell them to come and say it to my face. If they are bold enough, then we deal with it face to face. But if you cannot come and say it to my face, then stay wherever you are. Let it rot in your tummy there. And for you not to come and say it to my face, it means I'm superior to you. I'm your king. Simple as ABC. But when we start to now let it to, yes, not all of us have got thick skin. Not all of us will be able to say, you know what, it's not my business, that's your business. Not all of us. But if we all can make sure we don't let all these evil people, whatever they are saying, we remember my peace, my mental health is priority to me, not this little puny person that wants to make a name for themselves out of me. You leave them, they will rot away in no time.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Let me add to your example as well before I come to Adekunle Adebayo. You made mention of Priscilla, that's Yabo Joseph's daughter again, and the reaction of Yabo towards those people or that girl that is attacking Yabo Joseph's daughter's matrimonial home. I listened to one of Davido's interview some time ago. He said there's one guy started attacking him on TikTok, always calling him different names, that anything that he does, to the extent, you know, his late son attacking him, you know. I think that guy, you know, is in one of a fan of another musician. And then Davido said, when he sat down, to me, when I listen to him, it's like he's giving him, you know, mental health. That he went to that guy, that he looked for somebody who can locate the guy with only $5,000 before they can, you know, before he can reach that guy. That he gave somebody $5,000 in order to, you know, to go and meet that guy. That what did I do for you by attacking me? Because I back to you of what you said, emotional feelings, mental health. To me, Davido, you know, he's trying his best not to, you know, try to ignore them, but he can't cope again. Day and night, the thing is giving him, you know, psychological effect, you know, mental health. It's disturbing his, you know, his feelings, his health, his well-being. And the Davido said he went to that guy's house after paid $5,000. That when he got to the guy, that guy that he said that guy that is attacking him, when he saw him, you know, it's like he wanted to, you know, to just to enter the so-called ground, that, you know, the fear of being seen him in his house, in his environment, you know, asked him. And the video said, he asked him, what did I do for you? Why are you keep on attacking me? Back to what you said, and back to what Adekunle also said. He said, because I'm looking for food to eat, this and that and that. That's the reason why to be blackmail me, to be, you know, passing propaganda news or manipulating things against me when I did not do anything. He said he left him. You know the best thing to do for him, but he left him and he warned him. The video said he apologized. And I look at although basically for me, I've never seen that guy go against the video again when the video went to his house. So thank you very much, Lisa. I just add to your sample as well. Thank you very much.
You know, sorry, let me just quickly say something. There was a time on Facebook, I'm in this women's group where we talk about movies and all sorts of things. And the game became an issue about when I was saying season 1, season 2. And the person, well, what do you mean by season? Is it curry time or pepper? It is called series. And I'm like, it depends on where you live, whether they call it season or series. And the lady started going on. I did not even reply one word. I just did what they say, waka pass. this person came into my inbox on Facebook to kind of like, oh, did I offend you? I was just catching clues. What did I do? I just blocked them. You can't catch clues with me. I'm not catching clues with you. What is my business with you? And you did not come on the group itself to say, oh, I didn't mean anything by attacking you or saying what you were saying is wrong. This is how they say it. Da, 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 da. Why are you coming into my inbox? I just blocked the person instantly. It's not, I don't have time for that.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you very much. Thank you for your contribution. Adekunle Adebayo, let me throw these questions to you. You mentioned strategy.
Okay.
What strategies can be used to transform negative emotions into constructive ones? You mentioned strategies.
Thank you very much. Just a bit from what we have discussed later in terms of victims of hatred perspective is the victims most times. One needs to be very, very strong, or else one will get out of. And a victim of hatred will always have that perception or feeling of unloved or negative things that could affect the person in the future psychologically. So it is something that we should not toy with. It's something that is even though it's rampant, but we can reduce it by one of the things. I mean, we started well on this strategy, which is and the strategy is what you have just told me about being yourself, about being natural. They're being very, very, don't let all this get to you. Be yourself. Like Lisa said, some of those things, when you do it, she doesn't even want to. She doesn't even want to know. And that's one of the first strategy one should take, whereby you don't have negative feelings about anybody. You don't want to hear, so that he does not even get to you. So wherever you are taking that, you take it back. Let the person come and tell me himself. However, these are few ones that we say maybe we are old enough to know. But sometimes some people will sit you down and begin to tutor you about not liking somebody, about not going out with somebody, or about not being friendly with somebody, or being careful, you know. So in this kind of institution is difficult, especially when we are growing up. You begin to have another feeling which psychologically begin to now affect your psyche, your confidence, your personality. These are things you need to fight these things in our society. So one has to be very, very strong. Our personality has to be very, very strong. We have to be very, very independent, very, very straightforward, focused, and, you know, just take life naturally and simple. Because most of the times, you will know, and it does happen nowadays too, whereby somebody wants to tell you something. Why do you want to tell me something that you know will make me unhappy? So don't even go there. You understand? It's just like between husband and wife. It's like wife want to search the husband phone. Even in the Holy Book, we are being warned to be careful. If you know where you are going, you may see something that could change your temperament, that could change your personality, that could change your thinking about somebody, don't even bother to look. Be plain, go your own right way. So these are some of the way people have to be themselves. They have to stay holy to their personality. Then don't allow all these innuendos from people and bad advices. But however, one needs to grow. This thing happen, from level to level. As a kid, it's difficult. But as we grow up, and I think like Lisa said, it takes person that has gotten experience, that has gotten the confidence, the boldness, the personality to be able to succumb, to be able to stand up to some of these kind of fueling, hatred in your society into not getting to us. So I will stop here, please.
Thank you very much, Adekunle Adebayo. Our next step, social and political arena of it, or aspect of it. Social and political aspect of it. Lisa, let me come to you before going back to Adekunle. How does hatred manifest in online spaces? And what are the consequences of it?
Online.
Yeah. How does hatred?
I don't think there are consequences presently about what people post online, because they will hide behind the free speech, this and that. Except if they are actually threatening somebody to take their life, or they're going to be a danger to the person. Maybe it turns to stalking the person or instigating other people to harm the person. That is the only time that I believe the law can be involved in it. But just somebody saying, oh, you don't look nice, you look bad, you look fat, you're just going there, just saying all those hateful things that they hate about themselves and they are projecting onto other people. It's like a bully. Usually when you look at a bully, everything that they don't have, everything that's wrong in them is the reason why they pick on other people. Really. Then they come and hide behind, or it's because they're being abused, or they have a bad home or whatever. How is that an excuse? But so then they come and they do all of this. Is the same thing online. But until there is a threat to someone's life, I don't think there is actually a law against anybody saying whatever they want to say, which is actually where the problem is. But when we have laws like free speech, people will still carry on doing this online, unfortunately.
Thank you very much, Lisa. Thank you very much. Adekunle, did you have anything to add? Just 1 minute, please.
Okay, on social and political.
Yes, that is how does hatred manifest in online spaces, and what are the outcomes of it?
Yeah, it's quite the same thing. When you get to attack people, even when you do it physically or personally or through the social media, it's the same feeling. Like you rightly mentioned Davido. It's not as if the guy attacked Davido face to face, but he attacked Davido through a media. And one of the implications of this is to give a negative narrative about Davido. It's not only for Davido to react, but the consequences of this far outreach what Davido can manage. And that's why Davido probably took what he took. The route he took was to go and nick down in the board by attacking or by trying to get who is spreading that thing, because it could damage him the more. So when we look at this, the consequences that we are saying is not for the person that actually put the hatred speech. It's about the impact in the life, the wrong narrative, the false narrative, and untrue things that people can now believe, because it spreads like wildfire. People will now have a different impression about your personality. And most of the time, like we said, it's not only by sitting down and say you want to be natural, you want to, sometimes you need to take action in some of the things. Like what Davido did there, I think is one of the things we can do to reach out to who is spreading this. If I can get you, then we need to now talk. Why on earth are you saying this to me? This is not me. This is me. And if there's anything you want to know, I mean, we could settle it. You understand? So this is another way to still, curtail these narratives from our people. When you look at that in our social play, is just too terrible, because they now look at maybe Davido because the father has money. Everybody begin to. So somebody says, "Hey, I've been saying it too. This is the boy is no good, or is this and this and this." You understand? So it's about the fact that some people just feel that they are looking for negative things. There are people that are just negative naturally, and what they are looking for is to try to, we call it enlarge or multiply mistakes and multiply rumors or wrong narratives into a larger something. And they begin to now attack a race and now say it's because the guy is Omar Babalo, is a rich boy, is a rich kid, is from Yoruba, you understand? So you see narratives, so many things. So in our society, we just have to be very, very careful the way we use this social media. And I can tell you that Nigerian Assembly, the National Assembly, just came up with a framework on this social media, free of speech and all these stuff. And even when we are talking like this, I should be mindful of what I say, because I could be picked up. A lot of things are in that thing is new in our society, and people have to be very, very careful about it. So that is the norm now. But the law is just coming up. But definitely, people especially in this society, we are too direct. Maybe where you guys are, people are not too direct. They use it through satire. But here we go direct and begin to say what are not true, using all
because they don't have sense, innit?
Maybe they don't. The tactics is even so crude.
That's terrible.
It's very, very crude. All right, thank you.
Thank you very much, Adekun Adebayo. Let me throw this question to Lisa, and I come back to you. Okay. How does political discourse contribute to or inflame hatred? Lisa, how does political discourse contribute to or inflame hatred?
Let me start by Junior.
The press wanted
the new guy they call Junior. Now, you know Junior. Junior is the yellow guy that owns the world now. Yeah. That's the one telling everybody what to do, what not to do. It's supposed to be the power of the world. And then he will go and say all sorts of things that's not even true. Things that don't make sense. And then the next thing, Junior supporter will take it literally. So he's using his position as a politician to start things that don't even make sense. Take, for example, just this week now, was it yesterday? Today is Tuesday, I think maybe yesterday or Sunday. Biden came out to say he's got cancer. Junior decided to say, and your wife be doctor. How come she don't know? The wife is not a medical doctor. She's a book doctor. She has a PhD in philosophy, no medicine. Junior came and started saying all sorts of things. And a lot of people retweeted that. And they were carrying on, repeating and repeating and repeating the same thing. So you get politicians that have power, politicians that don't have sense. They start saying some things, whether that thing is true, whether it's not true. You get some people that will believe it because of the power that is behind the person. And they start to literally do the thing. Let's look at what happened about 5 years ago when Junior was saying, if somebody just go to the Oval Office and just destroy the whole place, imagine how you people will feel. He did not ask anybody to go and do any bad thing. He did not ask them to destroy anywhere. But because of the power he is holding, people now start doing this to make him happy. But the thing is, he did not even see anybody, no see nobody. That is it. If we bring it down to Africa, we hear people saying all sorts of things. Like I remember when they wanted to do the election, the last election in Nigeria. Anybody that says any negative thing about the candidate some people likes, they will carry people like Chioma, the actress, because she said one negative thing about a particular candidate, and the supporters went and beat a woman up. Whether what she said was true, whether what she said is not true, but they are using all this political power to kind of instigate people, either directly or indirectly. And then you now get the ones that their brain is like a peanut, that cannot read between the lines, that doesn't understand sarcasm. Then they take it literally and they start doing this thing that they are not supposed to do.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much. Thank you. Adekunle, do you want to add anything before I make my contribution as well?
Yeah, politically, when you look at the narratives, it's just based on the fact that in this part, especially at this part of the world, we are a bit, I think we just have that, our guard, low guard, to be able to curtail or to be able to even withstand people getting to us, into spreading hate rumors and being able to affect us personally. For instance, when you are going up, you have narratives about who you love, who has touched your life and things like that. So over time, this love gets into your head that if anybody says bad thing about that person, you want to think that, no, it can't be true. Even if it is true, it must have one reason or the other. And that is one of the things. People don't justify rumors when they get it. And that's why I say we have this low level of, managing those rumors. And that causes a lot of problems in our society. So politically, we are very, very in the low of rumors, hatred speech, social media, whatever, to affect us, because we try to ethnicize it, and it's bad. Because also we don't also want to reason, we want to be parochial about our own selfish narrative. When we get something, we just say, this can't be true. We're going to now think about narrative that is only suitable for us, not the one that is generally acceptable. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Adekunle, Adebayo, and Lisa. Let me add to what you guys have already discussed. Let us take Bola Ahmed Tinubu. If you look at the online today, I think when we mention Davido, Bola Ahmed is the next person that Nigerians hate. About 80% of Nigerians, they don't like him. Maybe because he's from Yoruba side. and people started to be, you know, saying all sorts of rubbish things against this man, calling him different names, and this and that, which is not good. I've said it earlier on in one of my programs that one name that joined all of us together is Nigerian. Either you're Yoruba, Hausa, Yibo, we are all one. But we need to get this thing clear and to reset our mindset towards hatred. We need to stop, you know, hatred. That I don't like the video, and we started to be abusing him, harassing him, bullying him. You know, it's not good. Is it because Bola Ahmed Tinubu is from Yoruba side and he won the election? Your candidate lost, and you started to be bully him, attacking him, call him all sorts of names, his family, and all sorts of. It's very bad. We must reset our mindset in our society, in our community. That is necessary for us. Because if you continue like this, I don't think there will be any progress in our community, in our society. We need progress to move forward. So we need this empathy among ourselves to show love with each other. It doesn't matter that your opponent lost the election and my candidate won the elections, or because it's from Yoruba. No, we gain with each other. We talk about intermarriage, you know, Yoruba marry Yibo, Yibo marry Yoruba, Hausa and co. We must reset our mindset towards each other. It's not good. All this hatred towards Davido, Iyabo Ojo's daughter, or Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or his son, or anyone in Nigeria, you got to stop. It's, you know, this thing is crazy. We need to amend this thing. We can't eradicate hatred, but we can what? Reduce hatred in our society, in our community. Thank you very much. Before we go, let me put this one down before we go. Now we are going now. Let us talk about the media aspect of it. Lisa.
Let me also react on the last thing you talked about regarding our president. I think we also, the audience, we need to be very, very careful of the perception that we took. Sometimes, if you are not careful, maybe the president may be facing this hatred speech because of the kind of personality, not because he's actually Yoruba, but you know, this man is the president. So whether that Dick or Harry, so most of the attacks on the president are not from the same ethnic group, even from his own ethnic group in his backyard, they are criticizing him. So his personality is deemed to be criticized. And when we look at it from the point of view of Lisa, when we started, it's about being you. The man even said himself, people said that I know people do this a lot on the social, but I don't look at it. I don't care. I don't even look. Because when I look, maybe I want to get unhappy. No, I don't need it. It's a bad energy. You understand? So then we from the we that are just like onlookers are like this and this and this, or this guy is rude and blah 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 blah. We have also said it that this thing is becoming inevitable, that people definitely will talk about you. Davido being who he is, people need to talk about him. He's so big. He has followership. Even as we are talking about the followership and the number of followers, the number of people that wants to comment about him. So whether you are now doing the comment negatively or positively, it all joins as followership. Lisa can attend to that. And you too, on the social media, whether you are negative or positive, then you are making impression about somebody. It all adds up as people that follows him, right? So, and when we look at some of those things, I think we, the onlookers, too, sometimes need to probably put our mind in a rather positive way, as Lisa started, that some of these things are just natural. It has to come because of the level and the position or where at the moment the person is. It's not to say rating hatred against the people that does not hate. No, it can't be 80 to 20. No, It could be 50-50, but definitely both together makes that person popular in the political and social space. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Before we go, our last question now.
Okay.
How can we foster a culture of empathy and understanding in our communities or society? Lisa, just 1 minute, and adequately we also have 1 minute, and we go now.
It's usually before everybody say anything, they need to think about it. And the think is not the normal thing that you're talking about. It's an acronym. T starting from, is what I'm about to say true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary for me to say it at this time? K, is it kind? If you cannot say yes to all of that, then you know you don't have to say it. Leave it well alone. If we can all adapt to that and adopt that simple principle, our society will be a better place.
Thank you very much. Adekunle.
Yeah, I will toe the line of Lisa. We just have to be more humane to ourselves. We need to feel the pulse of other person, whether the person is your tribe or your race or what have you. Irrespective of where anybody comes from, we are all human beings. Empathy is something we cannot drive away, and it is love that conquers the world. Whatever happens, I mean, it's natural we should love each other when we have not met, because we've not done anything wrong to them. So why will I hate you? So the people need to have the feeling. How would they feel? Just like Isa has put it. How would they feel if this and this? We all said that don't look for that thing that will make you unhappy. Don't even look for it. If you now see anything that will make another person unhappy, then don't do it. So, and this only comes to empathizing with people. When you see people and you put them in your shoes, how would they? Because how will you feel about something? You now relate it to your other neighbor or your person to know that, oh, this thing, this guy might feel somehow, so let me just hold my breath. I think with empathy, as we put it, is a right question, and people need to show it to really manifest love in our society and curb these hatred narratives in our society. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Adekunle Adebayo, and thank you very much, Lisa Oluyinka. I think as you guys mention or talk about this spirit of hatred, and being going our last question, this how we can foster a culture of empathy and understanding in our community. It's necessary. We need love. We need understanding. It's not just among us, among our traditional rulers. There's a lot of things that are going on behind the door. So we need to understand our traditional rulers need to understand, this spirit of empathy and understanding among themselves, among the citizen. We need that the spirit of empathy and understanding among ourselves. It is necessary in our community because we've been living side by side for decades, and we need that spirit to understand each other, to show love. So that's it. That is that the only thing that can promote our community wherever we may be. Either you're Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Nupe, whatever something. We are all one, and that name that join us together is Nigerian. So we need love among ourselves. So let us embrace love and empathy among ourselves. Once again, thank you very much, Adekunle Adebayo. Lisa, thank you very much for coming.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Thank you. And have a lovely day. Bye.
You too.
You too. You too.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.